Hello everyone, welcome to ACE online class, and today's class we will discuss the State Bank of India Clerk Prelim exam of 2016 Quantitative Aptitude section. So let's begin over here. You can see that what should come in the place of question mark in the following questions. So what are the questions? These are simplifications, and as you know that there will be 5 to 10 questions of simplification. So let's look at this one. So I notice here is cancel this part. Look at this is off. This is off. That means we need to solve these two part and then add these two. So when I cancel this one, I see that with 11 it goes 55 times and I left with 3. So that means 6 times, and then 7 6 is 42, carry 4, and 77 plus 4 is 81. This is one part. What about the second one? So cancel this part. We know 17 8 is 136. So I'll be taking that 17 times 136. I left with 3, and with 8 8 4 32, and then into 3, and 3 4 is 12, carry 1, and 17 3 is 51 plus 1 is 52, and adding these two part I'll get my answer. That's all. So what should come here? Now I notice that that's 2 plus 2 is 4. Option choice 1 indicates that that's 2 plus 1 is 3, and 5 plus 8 is 13. Option choice A. Next question. Here 12% of 555 plus 15% of 666. So obviously I need to work out on this part first and then plus work out on this part. So 12%. So 12 5 is 60, carry 6. 12 5 60 plus 6 is 66, and again 60 plus 6 is 66. And as percentage is there, the decimal will be over here. Coming to this part, that is 15 6 is 90, carry 9, and 15 6 90 plus 9 is 99, and again 90 plus 9 is 99. As decimal is there, so percentage is there, so decimal will come over here. Decimal will come over here, and simply addition of these two part is my answer. So let's find out. That is 5 9 5 is 9 6 is 15, carry 1. So there is 100 and 66. So my answer should be 166.5. Do we have any option? Option choice A. Next question. Now here I'd say all addition and subtraction. So here a small change we can do it is, instead of going by one digit addition and subtraction, I may go with the 2 digit at a time. So provided if you make a practice at home, you don't try this in the exam, but I request you to do the practice of adding 2 digits at a time. So when I add this is 68 plus 60, that is 128, plus 6, that's 134, and that's all. So 134, so I will take 34 over here, and the 1 is carry. The next one, I will add these 2 digits at a time. 43 plus 50, that is 93 plus 4, 97, and 97 and 1 8 is 98. Write down this 98. And then the last one, that is 8 plus 6 is 14. So we got this part. Okay. Similarly, for the subtraction, I will add the 2 digits at a time. So that is 64 plus 3 is 73. Let write down here 73. And then comes here, that is 20 and 39, which is 59. So here it's 59. And the next, the 6 plus 7, no, we are adding this one. So that is 7 plus 1 is 8. So take that over here. By subtracting these two numbers, I get the result. Okay. Now, let's check what do we get over here. That is 1, and 13 minus 7 is 6. So you can check with the 6 one. Any option is there. So option C is there, but none of these is there. So don't take the risk for the small activity. Complete the remaining part also. So that is 13 minus 7 is 6 and this is 7. 17 minus 9 is 8. And here it's 8 minus 5 is 3. And here it is 6. So my answer should be 63,861. 63,861. Option choice C. Hope it's clear. Next question. Here 39. So what I noticed is here 33, 33, 33, all the bases are 33. And you know that when it's a multiplication, the power should be added, and when there is a division, power should be subtracted. So let's complete that part. That is 7.8. Let's take that as 7.8 and plus 1.2, and here division, therefore minus the power 5, and here when it comes it's a division, therefore minus 1. That will decide my 33 to the whole power what. So here it's a small calculation. Then it gives us 9, and 9 minus 6, which is 3. Option choice B. Hope it's clear. Next question. Here. Now here it is x and here it's x. So when I cross multiply, I get the x square is equal to product of these two numbers. So let's take this as x square, which is equal to, that is 529 into 324. And when I take out the square here, it's become square root. And once it is become square root, I know that 529, which is 23 square. So let's take that 23 and into 324, which is 18 square. So take that 18 over here. The square root is eliminated. This is your x value. So here 18, 3 is 54. So 4 is there, but multiple options are there. So I need to complete the calculation. So 18, 3 is 54, carry 5, and 18, 2 is 36 plus 5 is 41. So do we have any option? 411? Yes. Option choice D. Next question. Here. So it's about the data interpretation, and you know that in prelim we get at least one DI set. So what is about this? The number of various crimes as supplied by the National Crime Record represented in different states in the year 2012-13. Now I can see that district is there. I think it's a state is mentioned, right? The number of different states. But anyhow, this is the state list. Bihar, MP, UP, HP, AP, Delhi, and so on and so forth. And we have the different type of crimes are there. Now, stalking, assault, theft, murder, and criminal trespass. And based on this data, we will have questions. And usually we have 5 questions on this. Let's move on to the question side. Here, the total number of various crimes in HP is, so HP, Himachal Pradesh. So what is the total number of crimes? It's nothing but you make a simply total of this and you will be getting the answer of it. I am not explaining it because you simply have to add these numbers. And you can see that all the unit digits are same. So based on the unit digit, you can't answer the question. So you have to add up all the number. Moving next question. Here. Find the ratio of a stalking and assault in UP. Look at this one. These two are UP, stalking and assault in UP together. 2, theft and criminal trespass in Haryana. So this is about Haryana. This is theft and criminal trespass. This together. So we simply have to get the ratio of these two. That's simple question. So add this one, that is 85 plus 125, which comes 210. So take this as 210 over here. Okay, what is the next one? The sum of this, the 63 plus 57, and which gives us 120 and 120, and that is 520. Okay, 520. You are asked to find out the ratio of these two, and it is clearly visible, 21:52. It's their option, 21:52. Next question. Here. What is this question all about? Find the approximate average of a number of theft in all the 8 states together. Murder and theft. Two things. Murder and theft of all the states together. Approximate average. Approximate. So what does it mean? I need to add that all the theft and all the murder with simply the addition which I mentioned over here, and I need to find out the average. So in order to get the average, how many states are there? You can find 2, 4, 6, 8 states are there. I will divide it by 8. No, it said that the approximate average of murder and theft. That means again we have the two different categories there. So I will divide this by 8, the total, and I will also divide this by 2 in order to get the average of murder and theft. So let's do it. Now I take that figure, that is 28. So we get this as 28, and then that's 2 and 1 is 3. And then comes 14 plus 2, which is 16. And this has to be divided by 8 states are there and 2 categories are there. That means it should be divided by 16. So let's check that. 16, 1, 16, and that is 16, 2, 32. So that's 0 and 2, 32. And then comes 0.5. 0.5. This should be my answer. As it is said, approximate, then you can approximate the figure. And look at this one, 120 plus. So anywhere option is there, 1021. That's my answer. So a small error may occur. You may be thinking that it is an average, so divide it by 8. But it is said that the average of murder and theft. So there are 2 different types is there, and I need to get the average of these 2 also. Therefore, it should be divided by 2. Hope it's clear to everyone. Next one. The total number of assault and murders together in Bihar is what percentage of the total number of crimes in that state? Murder and assault in Bihar. So I can see that this is what the Bihar figure is. Murder and assault. What about the murder and assault? Assault is here. Is what percentage of the total number of crime in the state? So I just have to take the total of it, and that will be my denominator. So let's work out what will be this total. That is 2 plus 6, which is 8. And here 13, 49, 59, and 62 is what percentage of the total crime, which is 1577. Okay, I can go with into 100, but this is the point where you need to learn. You can save a lot of time and also bring the utmost accuracy. And what is that? Look at this one. I can see 15 here and I can see 60 here, and 15, 4 is 60. So why not I take the 10% over here, and if 10% is multiplied by 4, it will be 40%. And that 40% will be 4, 7 is 28. I will ignore that. Carry 2. 4, 7, 28 and 2, which is 30. Carry 3. and 415 is 60 plus 3, which is 360. And this 360 is 40%. So 40% of the denominator, if 360, it is slightly less than 360, the actual answer should be slightly less than 40%. So look at the option choices that will decide your answer. And here it's a 39.82, which is very, very close to 40, but slightly less than 40. So therefore, my answer should be B. Hope you are understanding it. Next one, question number 45. Find the difference between the number of various crimes committed in Bihar and that in Rajasthan. Various crimes, that includes all the crime. So I need to take the total of Bihar, and also I need to take the Rajasthan. So the total of Rajasthan. And what it is said, the difference between these two. So of course in the exam it will take some time to add up this, but it's a simple question. There is and definitely you get the answer. Let's find it out. What is the difference? So 7 minus 2, which is 5, and then 7 minus 3, which is 4, and 15 minus 14, which is 1. So the difference is 145. Do we have any option 145? Option choice C. That's right. The next question. What should come in the place of question mark in the following question? What are the questions we have? Simplification again. So as I said that we will have close to 5 to 10 questions in prelim exam of any bank exam. So let's solve this one. I can see that we need to add this one. This is a subtraction, this is addition, and when it comes the other side, will become subtraction. So first we will adding this number, and as I suggested, we will add 2 digits at a time. 76 plus 9, which is 85, and 85 plus 90, which is 175, and plus 7, 182. So take that 82 over here as 182, 1 is carry over. And the next one, that is 43, I am adding 2 digits at a time. 43 plus 32, which is 75. And the 75, that's all, we have no number over here. So 75 plus 1, it comes 76. And from this number, I need to subtract the sum of these two numbers, and which is 84 plus 20, 104 plus 5, 109. So take that 09 over here and carry 1 will be there. And the next one, that is 17 plus 30 is 47, and 48 plus 1, which is 49. I need to subtract these two, and my answer will be ready. Look at this part, that is 12 minus 9 is 3, but almost all the options are with 3. I can't decide with the unit digit. So let's go with that. This is 3, and then this is 7 minus 0 is 7, and then 6 and 16 minus 9 is 7, and this is 6, that's 2. So my answer should be 2773. Check any option is there, 2773, option choice C. Question number 47. Square root of x plus 14 is equal to square root of 2601. You are expected to know how to find out the square root of any 2-digit number, which we discuss in our speed maths. So I request you to must watch those videos. So let's work out over here. The first 2-digit is number is 26, which is less than 5 square but greater than 6 square. So my first number will be 5 here, and I will take out 25 from here. I left the remainder 1, and I take the 0 over here. And I will divide this by 2 times of 5, which is 10. So when divide this 10 by 10, I get 1. So this number is nothing but square root of 51. The rest part is very simple question. So when you take the 14 the other side, you are getting 37. So square root of x is equal to 37, then what is x? So x is 37 squared. So if you don't remember 37 squared, there is a method to find it out. That is 7 square is 49, carry 4 and then multiply these two numbers. 7 3 is 21, double is 42 and 42 plus 4 is 46, carry 4 and 3 square is 9, 9 plus 4, 13. So this is your number. That is square of 37. Do we have 1369? 1369, option choice B. That's your answer. So in order to get this question in a very easy solution, you must know how to find out the square root of any number and how to find the square of any two-digit number. Let's move on to the next question. 85% of 420 plus x% of 1080 is equal to 735. So we know that 85% is nothing but 17 by 20. So take this as a 17 by 20 of 420. Then you will cancel this number and you are getting 21 over here. Multiply 21 and 17. You get the 17 1 17 and carry 1 and 17 to 34 plus 1 is 35. So this is what this part. And as it is plus, so you notice that this is in plus. If you take that, other side will become minus. So subtract that. That is 15 minus 7 is 8 and 12 minus 5 is 7 and that is 6 minus 3 is 3. So I got that, which is x% of 1080. Then what is x? In other words, that is 378 is what percentage of 1080? So let's work out on that. That is 378 is what percentage of 1080? Did you notice that it is some type of 1/3 relation? That it can be 3 times denominator is 3 times of the numerator. So what I can do in the cases like this, I will take the 1/3 of the number and see how close it comes to this number. And 1/3 is nothing but 33.33%. Okay, let's take the 1/3 of this, which is nothing but 360. Now 360 is 33.33% and this number is more than 360. How much more? 18 more. So what is my next job? The 18 is approximately what percentage of 1080? So if I take the 1%, it will be 10. If I take the 2%, it will be 20, closer to this. So here 33.33 plus another addition will be there, closer to 2. My answer should be closer to 35%. Check any option is there with 35%. Option choice C. That's your answer. Next one. No. 7 by 3 of 5 by 4 of 1 by 9 of the number. So all are multiplication part. So let's conclude the multiplication here with 9. I can see that this number gets cancelled. 9 3 is 27. I left with 3. 9 3 is 27 and 9 6 is 54. Now this number again is getting cancelled here. I notice that with this part 12. With 12, if I cancel this, that 2 times, which is 24. And if I take out 24 from here, it is 96, which is 12 8 96. This is 28. And finally, my answer is 28 into 5 into 7. And I know 28 into 5 is 140. And 140 into 7, that is 14, 7 is 98. So my answer should be 98 followed by 10. 900. Do we have option 980? Yes. Option choice D. Next question. Question number 50. 30% of this minus 64% of 555 is equal to question mark. So I say that it is one of the easiest question. Multiply this by 3, you are getting 30%. So 3, 5 is 15, carry 1, that is 75. 25 into 3 is 75 and 12 into 3 is 36. And after decimal, this 10 is eliminated and here the decimal will be as because of percentage. Coming over here, that is 4, 5 is 20, carry 2. And then 4, 5, 20 plus 6, 5, 30, which is 50 plus 2 is 52, carry 5. And then 4, 5, 20 plus again 30, which is 50 plus 5 is 55, carry 5. And 6, 5, 30 plus 5, which is 35. That's how we get the product, this one. So this is the simple two multiplications are there, and what about the decimal will come over here. Now the rest part is a very simple subtraction here, that is 5 minus 2 is 3 and 7 minus 5 which will be 2 and 6 minus that is 1, 12.3 should be your answer. So do we have option choice? Next question. Here, it's about arithmetic related question. How many liters of water should be added to a 30 liter of mixture of milk and water containing milk water in the ratio of 7:3 out of this 30 liter, such that the resultant mixture has 40% water. Here out of 10 part, 3 part is water. But how much water should be added so that the water is become 40%, that means milk will be 60%. The ratio of the milk to water will be 3:2. So let me write down this part. That is initial value is 7:3. Now how much water should be added so that the ratio will become 3:2. 40% here, 60% here. And the total here is how many liters? That is 30 liters mixture is there. So the questions like this, there is only change in the water. Therefore, I will make these two equal. Here this milk and this also represents milk. I'll make this two equal. In order to make this two equal, I will multiply this by 3 and this by 7. So 7, 3 is 21, 7, 3 is 21. So if needed, I can rewrite over here just to make you explain. That is 3 into 7 is 21 and 3 is 9. And here 7, 3 is 21 and here 7, 2 which is 14. So this is what the ratio is after this small activity. Did you now notice that the milk is same and the water has increased because certain quantity of water is added. So how many parts water is increased? Look at this, 5 parts water is increased. Now 5 part represents how many liters? That I can conclude from here, 21 plus 9, that's 30. Now this is 30 parts, okay. Now this 30 parts is equal to how many liters? 30 liters. So if 30 part is equal to 30 liters, then 5 part will be equal to how many liters? 5 liters. So that's how this question can be answered with the least possible calculation. So my answer should be 5 liters. How much water is added? 5 liter of water is added in order to bring the water quantity 40%. Option choice. Hope the explanation is clear. Next one. The simple interest on certain sum of money for 15 months at the rate of 7.5% per annum exceeds the simple interest on the same sum at 12.5% per annum for 8 months by rupees 3,250. Find the sum. So here the only thing you need to notice here is the months. Time is given in terms of months, okay, or else the question is very easy. Here also what is the total rate of interest? That month convert this into year, then 15 divided by 12 is become year, and 7.5%, which I can write it as 15 by 2%. So here 15 by 2%. This is the total interest on the principal. And which is more? It is said that it is more by 3250. So minus, what is the interest from the second part? That is 12.5% interest. So I can write down this as 12 by 25 by 2. So 25 by 2 and into, for how many months? 8 months. So it can be written as, convert this into year, so 8 by 12, and which is equal to, the difference is 3250. Once we understand this part, how to arrange this, so your answer is ready here. Notice here that 15 into 15, that's 225 over here, and this is 200 here. In the denominator, 12 into 2 is 24 here, and here too it is 24. That means 225 minus 200, which is 25, and 25 by 24 is equal to 3250. Let me write down over here, 25 by 24 of a P. I'll call it as a principal, or you can see that this is percentage and this is percentage. So this much percentage is equal to 3250. Then what is your principal? In other words, what is your 100%? That's over here. Okay, small calculation is left. Why not to complete that part also? With 25, I noticed that here, that is 4, 3, 12 and 1, 13. So 1, 3 and 0. And multiply this by 24 and followed by place the relevant zeros. So that is 13, 4 is 52, carry 5, and 13 to 26 plus 5 is 31, followed by 2 zeros plus 1 more zero. This should be my answer. Do we have option? 312 followed by 3 zeros. So look at the option choice. That's 312 followed by 3 zeros. That's your answer. Okay. So moving to the next question, friends. Here, question 53. What is this question? 4 men and 3 women can finish a job in 6 days, and 5 men and 7 women can finish the same job in 4 days. By using this statement, I will get the efficiency ratio of men and women. Let's do that from here itself. So here it is 6 days. This group can complete the work in 6 days. That means the work is 6 into 4 is 24. So write down over here 24 men and into, that is 3, 4, 6, 3 is 18. 18 women, this is the work, which is equal to, what is the work in the second case? Here 5 men and 7 women in 4 days. That means 4 into 5, 20 men plus how many women here? 7, 4 is 28 women. By using this equation, I get the ratio of men to women, which in turn I get the efficiency ratio of men to women. So let's complete that part. I notice that this gets cancelled. This is 4 women and this gets cancelled. No. So here it is 10 women. Okay. So I will just erase this part over here. Now look at how simple it is. That is a woman. When woman comes the other side, then this is 10 women, and this men comes the other side, that is a 4 men. So 4 men is equal to 10 women. Therefore, the 2 men is equal to 5 women. What is the efficiency ratio of men to women? That is 5 by 2. That means 1 man efficiency is 5. Then 1 woman efficiency is 2. Now, question says that how long will a man and a woman take to do the work? So first find out what is the work. And the work is nothing but there are 4 men are there and 3 women are there and 6 days are there. So this volume is the work volume. But here as 24 men are there and each man has efficiency of 5, then the here 24 into 5, that's 120. So let me take this 120 plus, what is the work over here? The 18 women and each woman has efficiency of 2. Then 18 into 2, that is 36. This is the work divided by, what is the efficiency? So this workforce, there are 1 man and 1 woman. 1 man has a efficiency of 5. So 1 into 5, that's 5. And 1 woman has a efficiency of 2. So 1 into 2, that's 2. And together the efficiency is 5 plus 2, 7. So let's complete that part, divided by 7. So I noticed that this is 156 divided by 7 and 7 2 is 14. Okay, when I divide this, 7 2 is 14 and again 7 2 is 14 and 2 by 7. These many days, that should be my answer. Hope the explanation is clear. Check whether we have option 22 2 by 7 or not. Now I look at the option here, that is 22 2 by 7. Next question. Here, what is this? A and B started the business with an initial investment of 5:7. If after 1 year their profit were in the ratio of 1:2 and the period for A investment is a 7 months, B invested the money for how many months? So that you need to take care of. You need to calculate here. So we do have the profit ratio. What is this profit ratio? This profit ratio, which is 1:2. And this is a investment ratio. Investment ratio. And what we know is that time ratio is equal to profit and loss ratio divided by capital ratio. So here profit and loss ratio is 1:2 and here capital ratio is 5:7. So divide this by 5, divide this by 7. That's your time ratio. And this 1 by 5, A invested for 7 months. So this is of the A investment time. And this 1/5 is equal to 7 months. Then what is 2 by 7? So 2 by 7 will be equal to how much? For that, when I take the 2 by 7 on the other side, it is become 7 by 2 into, that's a 1 by 5 will become 5 by 1 and the rest is simplification. So let's check this one, what happens. This should be 2 by 7, this one. Okay. So this part is a 2 by 7 into 5 by 1 become 1 by 5 will become 5 by 1. That's all. So let's complete this small part, and that is that 7 and 7 gets cancelled. 2 into 5 is 10. So B invested for 10 months. That should be my answer. Check any option is there for 10 months. That is option choice C. Next question. An army lost 10% its men in war, 10% of the remaining due to the deceased, and 10% of the rest were disabled. Thus, the strength was reduced to this number of active men. Find the original strength. It's a very basic fundamental question on percentage. Usually we work out on this also, population also. The initial population is there, end population is asked. or end population is given, initial population is asked, it is something like that. Let's assume that the initial number was X. Then 10% reduced, that means 90%, which I can write 9 by 10. Then again 10% reduced for any reason, so again 90% left, 90 by 100, which is 9 by 10. And the same thing, again the 10% got disabled, that means one more 9 by 10, that is 90%. So, after reducing, the figure given to us is 729 followed by 3 zeros. That's all. So, if you know how to frame the equation, your answer is ready after this. Let's do a small calculation here. With 9, I notice that it gets cancelled, and 9 cube is 729, that means this 81 times, and this 9 into 9 is 81. So, this figure will go the other side. Here it is 1000 followed by 1000. That means we should have 6 zeros. Okay, look at the option choices where we have the 6 zeros. So, here 3 plus 3, 6, option choice A. Is it not the easiest question? Next question. Here, what is this question is all about? What is the difference between the compound interest on 5,000 for 1 year at 4% per annum and compounded yearly and half yearly? So, when you compound yearly, it is 4%. Okay, so I am writing the figure over here. Yearly, it is simply 4%. But when it comes to half yearly, per half, it will become 2%. Then it is 2%, second half 2%, and you pay the interest on interest in compound interest. So, you pay 2% interest over here on the previous 2%. So, 2 is nothing but 4. So, 4% finally 0.04. So, how much is the difference? Obviously, there is the only difference is this part, 0.4% extra in the second case, and that what on what? On 5,000. So, let's find it out. So, that is 5,000 into 0.04 by 100, as I need to find the percentage. This zeros gets cancelled, and 5 for 22 zeros will get cancelled. I will be left with the 2. That is the difference. You can check the option. Do we have any option? Yes, option choice A. If you know the correct method, it will take the least possible time. Next question. Okay, it seems some more text here. The speed of John and Max are 30 km and 40 km per hour respectively. It is not mentioned, but I assume that the John speed is 30 km and per hour and Max speed is 40 km per hour. Okay, initially the Max is at a place L and the John is at a place M, and the distance between L and M is 360. Can I draw a diagram in order to make you understand here? So, this is L and this is M, and the distance between these two is 650. And initially, who is there where Max is at place L. So, here it's Max L and the John is at place M. Here it is John. For examination point of view, you don't need these all. So, it only to make you understand. And this is what the total distance, 650. Now, what is next? John started his journey 3 hours earlier than Max. So, John started 3 hours early. And we know the John's speed is, this is John, and the John's speed is 30 km per hour. So, in 3 hours, because he started 3 hours early, in 3 hours, he will cover 30 into 3, that's 90 km. So, John must have covered 90 km when the Max started from L. So, what will be the distance left in between Max and John? when the max started. Total distance 650 minus 90, and which comes 560. So this distance is 560, which they will cover with relative speed. Okay. Now, what's the question then? Max to meet each other. If they meet each other at a point P. So, let's take that this is point P, where both of them are meeting each other. Somewhere in between L and M. Then the distance between P and M. I need to find out this distance. So first find out how much time they travel and cover 560 with relative speed. And that is 560. That is 560, and the relative speed as they are moving opposite direction, that is 70. So I notice that they travel, each of them, from this point to this point. Together travel for 8 hours. In other words, the max travel for 8 hours. And what is the max speed? 40 km per hour. In 8 hours, how much he will cover? 40 into 8. 320 kilometer. Okay. So you can see that 320, option choice D. Next question. The average weight of boys in the class is 30 kg and the average weight of girls in the same class is 20 kg. If the average weight of the whole class is 23.25 kg, what could be the possible strength of the boys and girls respectively in the same class? Possible strength. So some may confuse here, but first part is very clear that the average weight of boys is there, girls are there, and mean is also there. By using these three, I will get the ratio of their number. The first thing, do it, and then I will see that how should we adjust those values in order to get the to answer the question. So here boys 30 and girls 20 and average is 23.25. I will take the cross difference. That means I am applying the mixture relegation method. So that is 3.25. Take the difference over here and you get 6.75 here. Hope I am clear here. That's 3.25 and that is 6.75. That's right. Now cancel this and find out. So here your answer lies with that's 4, 12 and 13. With 25 this is 13 and with 25 this is 27 times. If the number of boys are 13x, the number of girls are 27x. So what is the question here? What would be the possible strength of boys and girls? If I consider the x as 1, then one number will be 13 plus 27, which is 40. If I consider x as 2 or 3 or 4, the value keep changing. So possible values of boys and girls 13 and 27. 13 and 27, option choice B. Remember that we are dealing that SBI Clerk Prelim of 2016. So you can see the kind of questions they frame in the examination, sometimes not very direct. Let's move on to next question. So here a profit of 8% is made by selling a shirt after offering a discount of 12%. Statement is very clear. If the mark price of the shirt is 1080, find out the cost price. I will consider this is one of the easiest question. The reason is that we know the mark price and we know the discount. By using these two, I will get the selling price. We know the profit percentage. Using profit percentage, I can get the cost price. Let's work out on this. Here, that is 1080 into, there is a discount of 12%, this mark price. That means it sells at 88% of this mark price. So 88 by 100. This is my selling price. And there is a profit of 8%. That means this selling price is 108%. I need the cost price. That means I need 100%. So let's take the 100% over here. Whereas you have given 108%. You are getting cost price here. It's as simple as this. So let's work out on this. Here it gets cancelled 10 times. Okay, as 100 and 100 gets cancelled. So this results us as 880, and this should be the cost price. Do we have any option? 880, option choice C. Next question. Question 60. The difference between 4/5 of a number and 45% of the number is 56. Then what is 65% of the number? I will say the easiest question, because we know 4/5 is 80%. So here it is 80% and 45%. What is the difference between these two? 35%. And that 35% is 56. So I will write down directly over here. 35% is equal to 56. Then what is 65% of the number? As simple as this. You know 35 apple price. You need to find out 65 apple price. So let's cancel this part and we fix the answer. So it gets cancelled with 7 8 times, and with 7 5 times, and in the other side it will go 8 times. So let's work out here. 7 5 and 7 8. It get cancelled here 13 times, and 13 into 8 is your answer. That's right, my friend. 13 into 8, that's a 104. This is what is your answer. Do we have option 104? Option choice B. Then next question. Question number 61. A man can row 24 km upstream and 54 km downstream in 6 hours. He can also row 36 km upstream and 48 km downstream in 8 hours. So what is the speed of the man in still water? It's a very stereotypic question. So whenever it comes in this format. So let's complete this part. If I know that what is this upstream. If I consider that x is the speed of the boat and y is the speed of the stream, this is speed of the boat and this is speed of the stream, then what is your upstream? Upstream will be x minus y. And what is your downstream? The downstream speed will be x plus y. And what is given to us is 24 km upstream. That means the distance is 24 by upstream speed, and 54 km downstream. That means 54 by x plus y. We have one equation here. When you are adding this one, then what is the total time? 6 hours. So we will use this format here. We don't write in the exam this one, but understand that what if I consider 1 by x minus y as a 1 by x minus y, I will consider this as a, and 1 by x plus y, I will consider this as b. Then can I write this equation as 24a plus 54b is equal to 6? Yes, we can write it out. I didn't write the equal to. Hope you are understanding this all. So let's write down this one. Now here my solution starts. Here, that is 24A plus 54B is equal to 6. And we have the second equation, 36 kilometer upstream. So that is, for upstream I will consider A. 36A plus 48 kilometer downstream, then 48B. And how much time here? It is 8 hours. You get these two equations. By solving this, you get the A value, and once you get the A value, and you will also get the B value, you are concluding the question. Right. So let's complete this small calculation part. What if I multiply this by 4, 3, it's become 72, and by 2, it's become 72. So now it will get cancelled here with 3, and it comes 162, and with 3 this comes 18, and with 2 this comes 96, and this is 16. So 162 minus 96, that comes 66. Because we get the 4 here, that's right, 66. B is equal to 2. Then what is B? 2 by 66, which is nothing but 1 by 33. So here B is equal to 1 by 33. Done. So replacing the B value here, we know that B is nothing but x minus y. 33. Okay, replacing the B value in any one of the equation, we will get the A value. Now I will replace the B over here. 54 by 33. Now 54 by 33 will go the other side. Then what happens here? You will find that 24A is equal to, that is 6 minus 54 by 33. Done. So look at this part, how many times it happens? That is 6, 3 is 18. There's a 18, and 18 plus 1 is 19. If you take out 54, you are left with the 4 over here, and 4 over here, and 1 over here by 33. And you notice that this gets cancelled, 24, this is 6 times, and this is nothing but 1 by 5.5. Over. So now B, we know what is B is x plus y. So let's write down over here, and you find that x plus y is equal to, that's 33. And what is A? That is x minus y, 5.5. By adding these two, y will get cancelled, and I left with 2x, which is equal to 38.5. Then x is equal to 19.25. What is the question? Then what is the speed of the man in still water? The speed of the man in still water is nothing but that's 19.25. Do we have option 19.25? Option choice B. Okay. So while you are actually writing the exam, so you are not going to write these all things. It is expected that you know these things. Then only you will be able to attempt this question in the given time, or else it will consume lot of time to answer the question. Okay, moving to the next question. Here, question 62. The numerator of a fraction is decreased by 25%, and the denominator is increased by 250%, then the fraction is become 6 by 5. What is the original fraction? Let's assume that these are again a very stereotypic questions and very frequently comes in the exam. We will assume that the original fraction is x by y. X by y. And numerator is decreased by 25%. That means it has become 75%, which can be written as 0.75x by. What happened to denominator? Is increased by 250%. That means 100 plus 250. It's become 350. So that is 350 percentage is nothing but 3.50 of y, which is equal to, that's 6 by 5. Whoever prepares for the bank exams is definitely knowing this pattern, this type of question. Anyhow, let's move on here. As after decimal, two digit will be getting cancelled. So the decimal is automatically is getting eliminated. With 25, this is 3 times with 25, and this is 4, 3 is 12 plus 2, which is 16. And further with this, it gets cancelled 2 times, and 16 2 is 32 divided by 5. 16 2 is 32. Is it 16 times? No, 4 3 12, 14 times. Okay. Take this with 25, 14 times. That's 4 3 12 plus 2 is 14. With 25, 14 times. So 14 into 2 is 28. That's 28 by 5 with 5. 28 by 5. So let's check your option. 28 by 5 is there or not? Option choice D. That's all. Okay. Next question. What would be the area of the rectangle whose area is equal to the area of the circle with radius 7? That means the rectangle area is the same as circle area. So find out the circle area. Pi r square, right? So let's write down that pi is 22 by 7 and r square, which is 7 into 7. As 1 7 gets cancelled, 7 2 is 14, carry 1, and 14 and 1 15. This is the area of the circle as well as the area of square. So do we have option 154? Yes, option choice B. Next question. Now, here about vote. In a village, 3 people contested for the post of village pradhan. Okay. Due to their own interest, all the voters voted and no vote was invalid. It's okay, general statement. The losing candidate got 30%. Losing candidate. That means other two shared the remaining percentage, which is 70. Next, what could be the minimum absolute margin of votes by which the winning candidate led by the nearest rival if each candidate got an integral percentage? Okay, so losing candidate got 30%. So these two person must have got 100 minus 30, which is 70%. Now first I will take the least margin, it says, right? The nearest rival each got the integral vote. Okay. Now I'll divide this by 2. That means it comes 35. So when I distribute in 35, both are equal. But one is the loser here and the other one winner. Therefore, I again make for loser, it is 1 less, that is 34. And winner 1 more, that is 36. As it is mentioned that the percentage are integral percentage. That's all. So what is the difference there in terms of percentage? 2% difference. So what could be the least possible value? If the total votes are 100, then the least difference will be 2. So here it says that the losing candidate got 30%. What could be the minimum absolute value? For minimum absolute value, I will consider the total as 100. In that case, the difference between these two will be 2 votes. That's my answer. So do we have any option? 2 votes. Look at this, option choice B. Next question. Here, the price of an article is first increased by 20% and later the price is decreased by 25%. That means 2% effect. And find the percentage change in the price of the article. So there are many ways to answer the question which you must have learned it, but we will go with the formula which usually use, that if the first effect is X, second effect is Y, net effect will be X plus Y plus XY by 100. I will be using this formula to answer this question. So I notice that the first it is increased by 20%. So let's take that 20 here. And again decrease by 25%, so minus 25, and plus minus it is minus 25 into 20, that is 500 by 100. This will be your net effect. That's over. So you notice that it gives you minus 5, minus 5, minus 25, minus 30, and plus 20, which is nothing but minus 10%. So go for 10% less. That should be your answer. Do we have any option? 10% decrease, option choice D. Next question. Now here, what will come in the place of question mark in the following number series? So you know that there will be 5 number series question, right? Now look at the flow of the number. I see that 48, 23, and then the number is in decimal, and again the number is in decimal. So possibly it is division. So what if I divide this by 2? If I divide this by 2, so I will be getting this one as a 2.125, but here it is 1.125. So it is possible that minus 1, I get that number. So I am getting some clue, and it not necessary you always start from the beginning. Wherever you get a clue, start from here, and once you get the clue, spread the same clue to the rest part of the question. So here if I divide this by 2, what happens? This one, and this is for 24, and 24 minus 1, which is 23, that's right. So your answer lies divide by 2, and the number will be 11.1 minus 1, that is 10.1. So check your answer. Anywhere 10.5. 10.5 is there? Yes, that's your answer. Next question. Here, look at the flow of the numbers. That's 2, 15, 41, 80. It looks like double over here. But when I come to 80 to 132, the gap is not, seems to be multiplication. So I'll prefer to go with the addition in this particular question. And look at the difference here. From here to here, plus 13. From here to here, that is 6, 1, 2, and 2, plus 26. From here to here, that's 39 plus 39. And plus from here to here, that is 52. And to my surprise, all the numbers are 13 multiplication. Yes, friends? Look at this one, 13 into 1, 13, 2, 13, 3, 13, 4. Now 13, 5 is 65. So add 65 in order to get the answer. So that's your number should be 2 plus 5 is 7 and 19. 197. Option choice A. Next question. Here. So question mark is at the very beginning here, then followed by 15, 75, and so on and so forth. And when I look at this part, it is very clear that it's a multiplication based. So let's apply the multiplication, and then we'll start from there. So from the initial stage, can we find out what is the multiplication from here to here? It is very clear, into 5. What is the multiplication from here to here? Can it be into 7? So 7, 5 is 35, carry 3, 7, 7, 49, plus 3 is 52. That's right. And 5 and 7 is giving us the enough clue that we are moving on odd number. So the next one, can it be into 9? So 9 5 is 45, carry 4, and 9 2 is 18 plus 4 is 22, carry 2, and 9 5 is 45 plus 2 47. It's clear. So I don't need to check that part, as I need the beginning here. So 9 7 3 5, so it has to be 3. So divided by 3, that in other word it should be 5. 5 into 3, you are getting 15. Do we have option 15? 5? Yes. Option choice A. Next question. 69. Look at the flow of the number. So that is 4 and 19 and 49 and something. So I am not able to conclude whether it's a addition or a multiplication, but I'll see that the difference is 30 here and the difference is 15 here. There is some connectivity with 15 and 30. Let's work out on that clue. And almost we got the relation here. From here to here it is plus 15 and here it is plus 30. And what should be here? What should be here? I can see that 15 is added. It could be two way, that plus 15 plus 15 plus 15, or it could be 15, double is 30, double is 60, and double is 120. So first I will check with the plus 15. So it should be 45 and it should be 60. So if I add 45, I will be getting 94. And if I add 60, then I will not be getting 200. And what does it mean? So this is 15, 30, and double is 60, and the double is 120. So check that that angle. Now you finish the answer of this particular question, right? So here it is a double of 30, which is 60. Let's quickly take this is 60 and this is 120. So when I add 60, 109, and then when I add 120, I am getting the result. Therefore, what is my answer? My answer is 109, option choice B. Next question, my friends, that is question number 70. What is there in this question? So here 840, there is a gap, and this one is enough to give me the clue. A very long row of number is there. So let's find it out. What is this all about? From here to here, can I go for the multiplication here? Can I go for multiplication here, my friends? Look at this one. That is into 5. Now from here to here, how many times it goes? Into 6. No, into 4. It's so simple question. Now from here to here, what it could be? Into 3 and 5, 4, 3. So the next in a number descending order, it should be into 2, which is 840. Do we have any option 840? Yes, option choice B. Hope it is clear. Okay. And here is the end of this series. So please do not forget to subscribe our channel Ace Online and press the bell icon also, so that we keep bringing you the very important questions for banking examination, which will be very helpful. And the method we are solving is very short methods. Thank you very much for watching and wish you all the best. Thank you.